One of the most embarrassing type of friend to have is a friend who uses your conversation or your secret you tell them as entertainment for people who don't like you. This happens a lot. These friends are so embarrassing. Like, they'll embarrass you and you wouldn't know because they support you, they're always around you. They'll even tell you, oh, I'm not friends with these people, I don't like them, I hate these people. But they're the same people they'll go and sit down with when you're not around, talk to them. What do you think they're talking about? They know you don't like these people, and because they want information from you, they're also going to pretend in your face, oh, I don't like them either, oh, they disgust me, they're not my friends, I don't even talk to people that much, da da da. And by the time you realize, one time or maybe one day, you see them sitting around with these people, talking to them, entertaining them, going out with them, traveling with them, hanging out with them, inviting those people to their houses, even going to their houses. And you wonder, why is this friend so inconsistent? They're so inconsistent with their own emotions. They have, look, I always say these types of friends have no standard. They have no loyalty. They are so shameful. And that's one friend you shouldn't even be inviting around your space. Once you realize any kind of inconsistency in a friendship, like a friend who loves to bump heads, a friend who loves to listen to your stuff, or they only reach out to you when they realize something bad has happened to you because they want to find information to use it for entertainment, just know that is someone who is in to embarrass you. They are everywhere. I've had that before. I've had a friend who came around me for particular reasons. Back then, my intuition wasn't that strong, so I didn't know. I thought they genuinely liked me. They were very flattering, very so sweet, and I was like, oh my god, this person is so sweet, I want them as a friend. So I chose this person as a friend, and this person went around, or was going around, telling people I'm not her friend. How? What do you mean? We hang out a lot, we text all the time. What do you mean I'm not your friend? That was we even traveled. So to hear that, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And to hear that they share my stuffs with people, we talk about certain stuff and then they share with people, I was shocked. Look, I cried for days, weeks, because I really, really liked her as a friend. She was so sweet to me. I never in 1 ounce of my body thought that she would flip on me. She would tell me about people that she hated and she doesn't F with them, and they are very childish and they're very this, they're very that, she doesn't like them. Just because she realized I am very selective with people and I don't just hang out with people. She wanted to be in so much close proximity, and she wanted me to trust her so much. Okay, she wanted me to trust her so much that she would lie to me that she's not friends with other people, so I would open up and share things with her. And that got me. I was sharing things with her, almost everything. I was sharing with her. I was open to her. And I realized that made other people that didn't like me kind of laughed at me or used things against me when we were in an argument. And I'm like, how did you know that? How did you know that? And I never for once traced that thing to my friend, because I believe she didn't like those people. I was like, I know my friend doesn't like these people, so she's not going to sit down and tell them. But how did they know that? Then one time, I had a couple of incidents. And I realized, oh, you're actually a deceiver. This girl came up to me and told me she hated one girl. Oh, I don't like her. I'm only friends with her because of this particular person, because this particular person is very close to them. I'm just pretending. I don't even like them like that. Girl, you don't even like them. But then this girl go on vacations with them, with a girl she doesn't like, and she knows this girl doesn't like me. And this girl that she's friends with, that she claims she doesn't like, she secretly travels with her. She wouldn't tell me until last minute that she's traveling with a girl. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm traveling with this person. I'm like, I thought you didn't like this girl. And he's like, oh, this person close to me likes them, so I'm actually going, but I'm not going to be that close to her. She's going because she's a mutual friend of someone who's close to me. And I'm like, okay, right. And what made me believe that this girl was actually destroying my reputation was that this particular person that she doesn't like was so disrespectful to me in my face. And I'm like, what gave you the guts for you to be disrespectful to me when you know I don't come in your lane and you don't have the right to come in my lane? Me not knowing, my friend sit down with her, I assume she sits down with her and insult me. And how would someone respect me if I am your friend and you insult me to them, or you tell them things about me to them? Of course, when they see me, that whole thing is going to play in their head. What you told them is going to keep on playing in their head, so they're going to disrespect me. I got to a point where I was so depressed. I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, you came out as very supportive friend, very sweet person, but you lack loyalty. And the reason why I dislike people, or I don't choose people who are not loyal anymore, because I feel like loyalty in friendship is the number one fountain in friendship. Like, if my friend doesn't like someone, I don't try to hang out with them. That is me. I don't care. If my friend doesn't like you, I don't want to hang out with you. It's not because I'm inheriting their enemies. It's out of respect. Because imagine my friend has a beef with someone, or they're not very cool with someone. This person doesn't like them, and I know this person doesn't like them. Like, we even talk about it. My friend tells me how this person doesn't like them, and I'm letting them have sleepovers in my house. I'm inviting them to my house. What do you think we are talking about? Do you think that will make my friend feel secure? Someone that I've known before I know this person, because me and this girl have known each other before this person came in. What will make me choose someone I just got to know over someone I've known for years? What are you guys talking about? Definitely my name is going to run somewhere, somehow. And why is this person so disrespectful to me? At first, they weren't that disrespectful. Yeah, we might not have liked each other, but why are they all of a sudden disrespectful to me? We can dislike each other and still respect each other. They start hanging out with you, and all of a sudden they disrespect me. What do you guys talk about? What do you tell her? Because you're the only person, or you're one of the only people that I talk to about things about myself, and I don't tell this person stuff about myself. And because you're my friend, I tell you things that are even embarrassing. But we are friends, so we don't judge each other. But you telling someone who doesn't like me about embarrassing situations or secrets, what do you think is going to make them feel? More disgusted, more disrespectful. This friend was just flipping things, crashing heads, like bumping our heads together. We didn't know that was the enemy. We're all fighting each other, like we all turn against each other. And one time I sat down and I started analyzing my whole life. Like, who is behind all of this crashing of head, like putting our heads together? And it all came down to her. She was this masterpiece, pulling the strings, acting as if she's friendly to everyone. Look, people who are friends with everyone have low standards. Their standards are very low. If you're friends with everyone, if you're cool with everyone, you hang out with everyone, you talk, everyone is able to come to you and talk to you, regardless of their reputation. Like, you're not selective with your energy, and you could just be friends with someone off social media, or you just met them recently and you're hanging out. Like, if you're that easy to be friend with, your standards are low. Because there is no way in hell you will agree with everyone's opinion in life. There is no way in hell everyone's mindset is just like you. You can't tell me all these 500 people you're friends with, you agree with each and every one of them. That is impossible. Like, that is fake. That is very fake. But I'm very selective, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that not everyone can just call me a friend because they met me a couple of days ago. We will have to date each other, know each other, learn each other, grow together to be friends. Before I even call someone my friend, I have to have known them for at least 2 years. After 2 years, if we haven't had any major fight or like any disagreement, like you haven't stabbed, like, you know, if there is no betrayal, if there is no kind of like disrespect or any stupid argument, then yes, I can start calling you as my friend. But this friend betrayed me several times. Like, sitting back and reflecting, this friend betrayed me. Like, every chance she got, she would pretend she supports me, but when we are around people, other people, especially one time I was going through a very hard period of my life, and that was when I needed friends the most, because my family is not always around me, and I needed friends the most. This girl claimed she's my friend, but she wasn't supportive of me. Like, at least just a phone call would have been better, or just checking up. Hey, I know you're going through a hard time. Like, if she was the one going through a hard time, I would call her or I would text her a lot. But I felt like you're my friend. Like, most of my friends would call me to check up on me every time, because I was really sad and I was down. Like, my real friends would call me during the weekend, because they're also working during the week, or they would text me, how are you doing, like, what's going on, like, just checking up on making sure I'm safe, I'm well, I'm doing stuff. Like, they would always encourage me, they always inspire me. This girl went ahead to side with the other people who don't like me, literally my face, and she would throw very subliminal, like, nasty comments at me. Like, it was so obvious that this girl was envious of me when I was in that relationship, because the things she was saying after the breakup, when people were then, the people she said in front of, like, whilst they were there with us, were people who didn't like me. Like, they were ups, and she would say very nasty things in front of them to make me feel so embarrassed, and even worse, like, to make worse things worse. During those period of time, I didn't have the courage or the wisdom to realize that there was envy and there was betrayal. Like, I should have noticed that was a betrayal from a friend, but I was younger and I didn't know, and I was a bit vulnerable, so I needed people. So that wasn't the time for me to cut off people. That was the time that I needed people. So it got me even more anxious in my energy. It got me to kind of like even drawing more closer, and the more I drew closer, the more hurt I got. It was a really bad time of my life. My energy was sucked out of me, and I promise I'll never ever go that low for any friendship again. Like, once I notice why someone is there for me and it's not genuine, I'll just walk off. Because whilst I was in a relationship with this person, this girl was so close to me, always complimenting me, always wanted to hang out with me alone. Okay, she wanted to hang out alone. We've hung out alone before. Always wanted us to do things together. But once I broke up with this person, we've never hung out alone, ever. It's always everyone around. It's like, they don't even, like, it's like we just met yesterday. It felt so acquaintant, like, it felt like an acquaintanceship. And I just sat there and realized that, you know what, this friend just was a flopper. She was just a flopper. She wasn't a real friend. And that was a lesson I needed to learn. And I know these type of friends exist out there. I know a lot of people have experienced that kind of friendship. And it's high time you cut off those shameful people out of your life. I would start with creating boundaries. Look, it's okay for you to let them know they are not your friend. Treat them as though they are not your friend. Because 9 times out of 10, people who mess with you and mess with people who don't like you are definitely telling them you are not their friend. So you also have to start treating them as if they are not your friend. I should have done that, but hey, it has all come together now. It all came together recently. If they've told people they are not your friend because they wanted to entertain them with your issue, because also they also bring other people's stuff to me. Those people she doesn't mess with, she brought their stuff to me, and I'm like, sometimes I wonder, like, you don't mess with them, but how do you know? And she'll tell me someone close to her is close to them, and they told her, and I'm like, okay, I was deceived. I don't want you guys to be deceived. So be very careful of a friend who flops on you, who bombs two or more people's head together. They will destroy your life. They are very, very shameful people. Treat them as though they're not your friend. That's the one boundary you have to put up there. Act as if they're not your friend. Don't check up on them often. Like, withdraw your energy. Conserve your energy. Your energy is yours, because if someone is not loyal to you and they've betrayed you and they show fake love and fake support because they want something or like information, but you are always genuine in your heart, like your heart's always open to them and you love them genuinely and you never betray them, you always stand up for them, you always fight for them, and they can't do the same for you publicly or even privately, and they are messing with people who don't like you while you never do that to them, cut that energy off. Reserve that energy for yourself. Be loyal to yourself first. Be loyal to people who are very loyal to you, because I bet you there are people in your life who are more loyal to you than this friend, but you refuse to acknowledge it because you are used to pleasing them, because you want them to like you, want them to see you. It's not necessary. You are running a rat race. You will never catch them. You will never get their heart. That's who they are. Look, that's who they are. They act like that because they are envious of you. They act like that because they're jealous of you. They are jealous that you're the talk of the town and they get access to you, so they can destroy you even more. And 9 times out of 10, they are monitoring you as well. Cut them off to avoid the monitoring. Don't give them a lot of information. Okay, don't give them, in fact, don't give them any information. Don't reach out to them and tell them how you're doing, what you're about to do. It doesn't matter. They are not helpful. These type of friends are the friends you go all out for, and they'll reciprocate like 1% of the 100% effort you put, because they don't value you as a person. They're envious of you. They love it when you're giving your all, because they get to feed off of your energy. They get to be better because you are giving them your energy, and they'll reciprocate because they don't want to seem like they don't appreciate it. But deep down, they wish they won't give you any part of them. The earlier you recognize that, the better you save your life. Don't entertain monitoring spirits. Don't entertain friends who puts two heads together, who crashes heads together. If that is even your family, avoid a family member who goes around and tell you, oh, I don't F with this cousin. And then they come to you, hear your side, and then the next time you see them, they are with this cousin of yours, or they are with this auntie of yours, or whoever you don't F with in the family. And they talk to them. Guess who they are talking about? Because you are the mutual enemy, they are talking about you. You wouldn't know, because they come here to fetch information from you. They come to fetch information from you, take it there, fetch information from there, and bring it to you. So to you, they are not friends with that person. And to that person, they're not friends with you. They only talk to you because you talk to them, because you want them as friends. That is what they tell people. Oh, I'm not friends with her, but she talks to me, and I'm not trying to be rude. She hasn't done anything wrong with me. That's why I talk to her. But if not, I wouldn't be talking to her. Oh, it's because we are neighbors. That's why I talk to her. I can't be enemies with her. We're actually neighbors, and she always says hi. Oh, I talk to her because we work together, and since we work together, I can't talk to, like, that's their excuse. Oh, I talk to them because my this sister of mine or this friend of mine is close to them, so I'm close to them. Look, that's a lie. That is the excuse they use to have like a position in your life, so you don't cut them off. You think they're going to come up to you and tell you the truth and be like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm envious of you, I hate you, I'm only here for information, so just give me the information and go. Unless maybe they have a gun to you. They're not going to act like that, because they're manipulators. They are the ones pulling the string. They won't reveal themselves. They can't reveal themselves, because that would end their whole plan. They come in for a mission. Until it's accomplished, they are not leaving. They won't leave. And it's your responsibility to be smart enough, to be wise enough. Just like I learned the hard way. Maybe you haven't been there yet, but recognize those patterns. Once you realize a friend is friends with people you don't like or who don't like you, cut off any information. Like, cut it off quickly before it escalates into disrespect, because it will get there. They will tell people about you, and it will get there. And once it gets there, it's hard for you to reclaim that reputation, because you don't like those people. So there is no way you're going to stand in front of them and explain yourself. And they'll believe this person because that person came up to you. They know that person hangs out with you, so they believe them. So it'll be hard. So don't tell them anything. Just pick yourself up, clean yourself of the betrayal and the distrust and the mistrust and all of that. It's okay. Some people are not worth your trust because they are not even someone of high standard. So there is no way they're going to be loyal to you. They are not even loyal to their own selves. They betray their own selves. They betray the people they love. So you're no different. Don't take it personal. Just cut them off and move on, and find better friends who really care about you and who are not envious of you. So create that boundary. And don't let it get too far. And I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening to this video. And leave a comment below if you have experienced any friend who was a flopper. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.